Support WrestleTalk!
Enable notifications. The Revival return! Hideo Itami makes his debut on the main roster, if you don't count the whole Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal thing. And where's Roman Reigns? This is the 18th of December 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. Kurt Angle opens Raw with a dilemma. Who should face Brock Lesnar for the Universal title at the Royal Rumble? The guy he's already beaten in a disappointing match, or Kane? Kurt sat on the fence and went for both, announcing a triple threat for the January pay-per-view and then running away while the three men brawled. Usually I would say this is rather obvious. Kane's taking the pin at the Rumble, but going by Dolph Ziggler's win at Clash of Champions, don't count out WWE just deciding to troll us. Seth Rollins was originally meant to take on Samoa Joe for Raw's opening match, but Jason Jordan moaned his way into replacing him. It was more great character work from Jordan, annoyingly inserting himself into other feuds so he can impress his dad. Joe took up his new favourite position, watching the match from a chair like a mob boss, where he eventually got super kicked by Rollins. Seth won an okay bout, but then Joe beat up everyone afterwards. An angry Seth and look at me, I'm angry too, Jordan demanded a match against the Samoan, so Kurt made the Shield and Jason versus Joe and the Bar for later that night. After Finn Balor had gone over them both in separate matches, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel took him on together in a handicap match. But after the Miztourage wouldn't stop beating Balor down, it quickly turned into Finn going one-on-one with the Undertaker. No wait, it's the other one. A tag team match, players, with a debuting Hideo Itami running down for the save. This is probably just to promote Itami on 205 Live the following night though, rather than cruiserweights now being able to wrestle people outside their division. Itami didn't get much of a crowd reaction, but there was a sizable pop for seeing his go-to-sleep finisher. The much larger reaction was from NXT daddy Triple H backstage. He's so proud! After taking the Cruiserweight title's #1 contendership somewhat seriously after 3 weeks of very good qualifying bouts, Enzo Amore on commentary distracted from the match here, and him walking off to answer Nia Jax's booty call overshadowed Cedric Alexander's win. Drew Gulak continues to be the most fun part of the division, especially with his most devastating move in sports entertainment, the cock block. Asuka tapped out Alicia Fox in about 2 minutes. As the second hour's main event, the Shield with Jordan and Samoa Joe with the Bar put on an okay but slightly long match, which ended when Seth found himself alone after Ambrose injured his arm and Jordan was outside being a wimp. Joe and the Bar attacked Dean's arm backstage afterwards. After Bray Wyatt cut a generic Bray Wyatt promo earlier in the show, Woken Matt Hardy cut anything but, talking about amassing his Woken warriors for the Great War against Bray Wyatt and Sister Abigail, all while playing chess with a goldfish who's actually a reincarnated Napoleon. This segment was only missing 2 things. Number 1, Hardy eating the goldfish to absorb Napoleon's powers, and B, the commentary team actually taking this seriously. The Revival returned after 4 months out with injury to not much of a reaction, sadly. They quickly dispatched Heath, Slater and Rhyno while Titus Worldwide studied them backstage. Kurt then told Slater and Rhyno they need to toughen up to survive in the tag division. Rhyno got a gleam in his eyes, saying he knows just how to do it. Prepare yourselves for training montage skits, hopefully. Elias made himself the first entry into the Royal Rumble match next, but his celebratory song insulting "Insert your hometown here" was continually interrupted by that dastardly women's division. This was for the 6-woman main event tag of Mickie James, Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Absolution. The match ended in DQ, so the rest of the women's roster ran down to brawl, until Stephanie McMahon's music hit, where everyone stopped like naughty schoolchildren about to be told off, rather than badass professional fighters we're meant to believe in. With all the Raw women standing in a row, Stephanie then cut the following promo. Mae Young, Fabulous Moolah, Abu Dhabi, Buzzwords, Divas, Bad. Evolution, good. James Ellsworth, ignored. First ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Why, miss? It's a Christmas miracle. Everyone was fighting, but then old St. Steph said, we'll get a Rumble match. Thank you, old generous McMahon. Let's forget about the weeks of storyline tension and vicious beatdowns to celebrate gender equality this magical season. Rather than what would have been far more effective, have all the women who were fighting just minutes before angrily stare each other down like actual competitive athletes. So that was this week's Raw in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom. In all, core, average, poor, and bore. I'll reveal my rating very shortly, but first, vote in the poll above my head to give yours. I'll announce the results in tomorrow's WrestleTalk news. The Women's Royal Rumble is a welcome announcement, just not one very well made, with Stephanie dominating the segment. For an episode that contained that, Hideo Itami's Raw debut, The Revival's return, and Woken Matt Hardy playing chess with a goldfish, this was somehow an underwhelming show. This week's Raw is poor. What's going on with Daniel Bryan's heel turn? And which major star is headlining next year's Hall of Fame? Click the videos to the left to find out. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.